Hi, and welcome back to week 10 of English 1302. This is just a short video to kind of get you thinking about higher education in America, which is the topic for our R3 project. Now, first of all, remember that for the R3, it's just an outline and a works cited page. The outline does have to be on the top, the general topic of higher education in America, and on the assignment sheet I have listed some possible topics that you can choose from if you want to, but if you want to pick one of your own, you're welcome to. I do encourage you to run those by me. Usually I can help you decide if, well, that's too broad or that's too narrow or that's not really squarely on topic. But go ahead and start thinking about it now. What is higher education in America? It's always interesting to me that in America, our public education is often ranked at the bottom of among other countries in the world. We're ranked 15th or 16th or 17th in general public education among all civilized countries, and our public education system needs help. But our higher education system always ranks at the top. And I mean, it's not even close. Lots of times you'll see these rankings of different universities. They tend not to rank just the system at large because, well, to be honest with you, because American higher education is so much better than everybody else, there's no sense to even comparison. But they rank individual colleges and universities around the world. And no matter what you're looking at, usually of the top 10, America is going to have 7 or 8. We've pretty much got the top 3 locked down: Harvard and Cambridge and MIT and Stanford and Yale and Princeton and Brown. Those places are going to be in the top 10 list every time. And then you've got Cambridge and Oxford and a few others which kind of fill in the spots. But why is it America can do so well in higher education and yet struggles so mightily in public education? Well, there are a lot of reasons for it. First of all is, of course, our higher education system has evolved successfully over the last 200 years, and really it's been the last 100 years, but we've evolved to produce a product, an educated citizen, a little bit better than some of the other countries around the world, which have kind of stagnated. And also remember, other countries don't emphasize higher education the way America does and always has. In America, higher education is divided into different areas. And I don't mean just majors, because, gosh, there are 100 different majors out there, but the universities themselves are divided into different groups. The first group, of course, is private, public, and proprietary. A private school is one that's owned usually by itself or by somebody, like a church, and they charge money, and it's just a private school. SMU and TCU and Lubbock Christian University are all examples of private colleges here in America, and they tend to be really good schools. Public schools are ones that are they're funded usually by the state. University of Texas, Texas A&M, Texas Tech University are all public colleges. And there's a lot of variety in the quality there. And also quality, what determines the quality? Well, it depends on what you're looking at. Are you looking at effective instruction? Are you looking at effective outcomes? Are you looking at placement? What kind of jobs the college graduates get? There's a lot of things to consider. There's a lot of variables. So you have public schools, private schools, and proprietary schools. Proprietary schools exist simply to make a profit, like University of Phoenix, or American Business College, or some trade schools. They exist almost simply to make a profit and for no other reason. And normally, those are not part of the discussion in the American higher education system. They're a different animal, a different species. Let's get back to public schools real quick, because that's where most of the focus is. There are more than 2,000 universities, colleges and universities in America today, and each state has several. I can't think of any states that don't have at least 2 or 3 major universities in them, and of course community colleges, and then 4-year colleges, colleges which award just the bachelor's or the bachelor's and the master's or the bachelor's and master's and the PhD. Research universities like Texas Tech exist in order to do research. Some colleges exist mostly to teach. Some colleges exist to serve the community. But so, and students will pick a college or university based on a wide variety of factors, including, you know, hey, my friends are all going here, so I'm going to go here. I remember when I first started going to Texas Tech, we went on my very first class, and the professor asked us all, why are you here? Why did you choose Texas Tech? And so we said, well, I heard it had a great English department. I've heard about the wonderful faculty. And when it came my turn, I said, well, all my friends are going here, so I came here. Lots of different reasons. But, and colleges are still evolving. There's still a lot of changing going on, especially with AI and online learning and things like that. Colleges will continue to evolve, hopefully to best serve society. But just be thinking about what a college is, how it basically works. I'm not expecting anything in depth or extremely profound or extremely subtle, just a basic overview of how higher education in America works. And there, I've already posted one video for you. I'll try to post some articles or some other information out there, but just be thinking about that and then pick a topic. Now don't forget, you can do some preliminary research, just, you know, Wikipedia or just a general website that talks to you about the history of higher education or the quality of education in a community college, the best student services in higher education, best teaching methods, the benefits of study abroad. You can do some preliminary research, which you won't use in your final paper, because your final paper, you really only want the best research possible. And if your source doesn't have an author, you really shouldn't use it in your final draft, but it doesn't mean you can't learn something from it. In fact, those tend to be written for a more general audience, which makes it easier to understand. It's just not suitable for our purposes. So go out there and do a little digging, kind of get an overview, talk to some of your friends, talk to some of your professors, and kind of seek to understand the U.S. higher education system a little bit better. And when you have questions, drop me an email and I'll be happy to help.